Spoiler alert, this game ends in an 18-0 victory over the enemy team. I take Teemo into the mid lane. Me and my team absolutely crush the will of the opposing team like nothing I've ever seen before. Seriously, I have never even come close to shutting out an enemy team like this. It was unbelievable. Now, this game is not ranked, it's just a standard PvP game, but I promise we are not playing against bots. We just happen to crush them. As you might imagine, the enemy team surrenders pretty early on, so this game isn't as long as most games, but I think it's worth watching because it is just a pure, awesome example of what's possible when you've got a really extraordinary team playing against a team that's absolutely the worst. It was such a fun game to play, and I hope it's as fun for you to watch. So thanks for checking out this video. I hope you enjoy it. Let's dive in. We've got a Kali in the mid lane, which normally isn't excellent news for Teemo. Yes, he does have a slight advantage in the very early game because he is a ranged champion and she is a melee champion, but she is an extraordinary assassin with her shroud ability. And if she decides to go all in on Teemo, Teemo is SOL, baby. But that's okay, because we're not going to let that happen. We're going to keep our distance. We're going to try to poke her down. We'll wait for the Jax to come out of the jungle and help us get kills. We'll do a little bit of roaming. Once we get our shrooms, we'll try to drop as many shrooms around objectives and in the river as possible to try and foil any of the enemy's plans that may involve capturing objectives. We're gonna have fun. Right now, the enemy jungler, Shyvana, is trying to take our jungler's blue buff, and I can't blame her. She's very aware that we stole her blue buff early on, so she gets away with it, but she burned her flash, so that's gonna severely limit her ability to capitalize on potential ganks in the near future, at least until her flash is back up. So I'm going to poke down this Akali a little bit, but I do want to keep my distance. I'm not trying to give away any kills ever. I do all the time, but not this game. Jax is in the jungle right now. I don't know if he's going to head towards the mid lane. It looks like he's heading towards the duo lane. Yep, he just pinged. So he's going to try to get a gank. Oh, he's in the enemy jungle with Shyvana right now. Let's go see what happens over there. We've got Nami and Misfortune in the duo lane or the dragon lane. We've got Nasus up in the top lane, the Baron lane, going solo against a Teemo. Obviously, I'm against Akali. Can we get this kill on Akali right here? Yes, we will, because she ran the wrong direction. No, we won't. We will not get the kill. Abort. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're getting the kill. I'm getting the kill. This Akali is an idiot. What a dummy. Nope. I got the kill. Okay, wow. That was stressful. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. Jax is in Shyvana's jungle again. I'm going to go poke my nosy little nose in their business, see what they're up to, see if I can help out. I don't need to. Okay, very good. He slayed Shyvana. Let's go mess up this Teemo. We got good energy right now, me and this Jax. This Teemo is not going to know what hit him. Bless his heart. It's the battle of the two Teemos, baby. Battle of the two Teemos. He's a dead man. I'm almost a dead man. Look how close I came to dying there. And I'm sorry, Nasus. I don't like taking teammates' grapes, but I feel like I deserved it. If I would have died right there, this video would not have been made. This would not have been a blowout game. 18-0, may I remind you. I'm so glad I survived. Now I'm gonna head back to my mid lane. Objectives are up at this point, and go figure, Shyvana is already trying to take the dragon. Shyvanas get pretty freaking greedy when it comes to dragons. Obviously, if they capture dragons, it helps them a lot more than it does the average champion, but you still have to coordinate it with your team. It doesn't matter if you're Shyvana or not. Don't try to take objectives by yourself, unless you know, it's later in the game. You've got extremely good visibility of the enemy team, and you can confidently take down an objective quickly. Now I've got hella shrooms in this river, so I have to kill Scuttlebutt here to make sure he doesn't run into any of my shrooms and pop them. So we're gonna pretty much own this half of the river for the next few minutes between my shrooms and the Scuttle Ward, which is great. So maybe I'll do a little bit of work on the other side of the map. See if I can go help Nasus out with another Teemo kill. Teemo's way underneath his turret right now, so I don't know how I could help Nasus, but I am gonna try and make this Shyvana really uncomfortable. Shyvana may get this Rift Herald here. The Herald's at half. Nope, Shyvana's screwed. Shyvana is so screwed. This Akali probably screwed too. I am not gonna lie, I had no idea Ashe could manipulate her arrow like that. That arrow just snaked through the map, and I thought it was a glitch. That's amazing. I have no idea how I've played this game for this long and not figured that out. And once again, Akali's dead, by the way. I don't know if you saw that, but this Akali cannot read the room. Sped's dead, baby. So's this turret. I have a very strict Rift Herald policy. I always try to drive the Rift Herald down the middle lane. You create a lot more opportunity to maneuver in and out of the enemy's jungle as soon as you collapse the mid lane. So just a tip to keep in mind. I'm gonna head back to base now. In this game, I'm prioritizing Rabadon's death cap first. After that, I'm gonna go Leandri's, and then I'm gonna build, I think, the Ionian boots with the Proto Belt enchantment. I've been running Proto Belt a lot on Teemo lately. I know that most people like to use Stasis with Teemo, but I'm just a big fan of the maneuverability you get when you incorporate Proto Belt into your build, especially with Flash and then Teemo's second ability, which is a pretty great gap closer or escape tool. I want my shrooms to do as much damage as possible as soon as possible, and I want to be as maneuverable as I can be to quickly get in and out of combat. So I know most people run Leandri's Torment first and then Nashor's Tooth, but I like to go Rabadon and then Leandri's. And I think it's a lot of fun. It's worked out for me really well here in Season 5 so far, but who knows, maybe I'm just getting lucky. I've definitely been doing better with Teemo in the mid lane lately as compared to, traditionally he's played in the Baron lane. But one of the things that I think makes a huge difference with Teemo in the mid lane is once your shrooms are starting to pack a punch, you just bounce back and forth from one side of the river to the other and place as many shrooms as possible in front of the Rift Herald, the Dragon, Baron, and just do everything you can. Drop wards, pop the enemies. I don't know what they call that bouncing acorn thing, like behind Baron's den or the Dragon's den. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You hit it, it throws you over the wall. But always try to pop that on the enemy side so that they can't use it to steal objectives from you and your jungler. And then just drop as many wards and as many shrooms around those objectives as possible. Make sure you're putting them in vital choke points. You want to put them in bushes. You want to put them in clear entry and exit pathways that the enemy team may take to get to or from objectives. Just do everything you can to make it absolute hell for the enemy team to capture an objective. And if you do that, no one's gonna flame you for playing Teemo, as long as you're doing everything you can to help your team as much as possible. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. Our entire team is here to capture the dragon, and it's not even the elder dragon. Like, this team was just on another level. Everybody was communicating really well, lots of pings, lots of vision. It was an excellent game. Everybody was focused on objectives throughout the, entirety of the game, and we just crushed the will of the enemy team so quick. Honestly, I don't know how they did not get a single kill. Obviously, they came super close every now and then, but we smoked them. And it was so much fun. If you've never blown out an enemy team 18-0, I hope you get the opportunity to do it soon because it's so fun. Now, with all of that being said, thank you again so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you learned something from it. Drop some feedback down in the comments. Maybe I can learn something from it, something from you. Thanks again. If you liked it, subscribe, drop a like. It means so much to me. Check out the description for some giveaway details, and I'll see you soon. Adios.